here to give you some preliminary details on an incident that happened earlier today at 10:25 a.m. within Grand Blanc Township. First off, I'd like to say our thoughts and prayers go out to the victims of this incident, which is completely unnecessary and avoidable. The incident that we're going to talk about here today, as I said, was happening at 10:25 a.m. at the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, which is located at 4285 McCandless Road. During this incident, what we know right now is that a 40-year-old suspect from Burton, he's a male, he drove his vehicle through the front doors of the church. He then exited his vehicle, firing several rounds at individuals within the church. 10 gunshot victims have been transported to local hospitals at this time, including one who has been deceased. Officers who were trained immediately responded to the area. One was a DNR officer, and then one was a Grand Blanc Township officer, where they met the suspect and they engaged in gunfire with that particular individual, neutralizing that suspect, and that suspect is no longer with us. As I said, it is a 40-year-old male from Burton. During all this incident as well, there was a fire that occurred, and we believe that was deliberately set by the suspect. We do believe that we will find additional victims once we have that scene secure. That fire was just extinguished by the Grand Blanc Township Fire Department within the past hour. So where we go from here is we have investigators. We're going to do search warrants on the suspect's residence. We're going to find out if there was a motive. We're going to go through cell phone records, things like that. We had the FBI, they're devoting 100 agents to this area because, as you can imagine, there's a lot of witnesses that were within the church, and that is a lot of witness information, statements that we have to obtain. So I'd like to thank all the agencies who responded.
Oh my God.
That's really bad.
Wow. To think that some people might still be trapped in there. That was not random. He rammed the church, armed with a rifle and shotgun, and brought accelerants to burn the building down. That's planning. That's hatred. That's an attempt to instill fear in Christians, make people second guess walking into their house of worship. We need to call this what it is, an anti-Christian hate crime. My heart breaks for the families who walked into that church expecting fellowship and peace, only to walk out covered in trauma and blood. Right now, we know of 10 people who are victims here. A family member didn't make it home today. Others are in the hospital fighting for their lives. And for what? For praying? For gathering in the name of God? That's evil. We've seen again how open season has been declared on people of faith, whether through mockery, marginalization, or outright violence. You can't ignore the fact that the cultural climate fuels this. Christians are constantly portrayed as villains, mocked in media, and treated as acceptable targets for hate. So is it surprising that eventually someone takes that hatred and acts on it? The ideology that fuels anti-Christian violence is poison. Today is another tragic reminder that faith communities are under attack in America. But here is the truth. No amount of violence, no amount of hate, no amount of intimidation will stop Christians from gathering, worshiping, and standing for what's right. Pray for Grand Blanc Township, and let's start being honest about where this hatred comes from. Because if we don't, more lives will be lost.